is going on? Oh. How we doing? Good morning to you. New York. New York City. They got a new mayor. How do you feel about it? How do you feel about it? They got a Muslim mayor. Cuomo is gone, and the Muslim mayor has moved in. Ma'am Dami. I call him Ma'am Dami. Is this the beginning of the end? Is this the beginning of the takeover? Was Dearborn the beginning of the takeover? Are we seeing a trend here that these democratic cities are going to turn completely socialist? And that's what the people are actually calling for. They want to be a socialist city. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, they keep it in they can keep it in New York City. It'd be quite interesting if Johnson got voted out in Chicago and a Muslim mayor became the mayor of Chicago. It seems like that might be a trend. Like all the liberal cities are gonna have Muslim mayors. I don't know. I think if you come to the United States of America, you should not want to fly your flag and change the way neighborhoods look and complete business districts and stuff like that to make it look like where you came from. You left that place for a reason, and it wasn't because you liked it. Personally, that's just me. I'm not saying I speak for anybody else, but that's just me. It's sad because even Trump was going for Cuomo. Oh yeah, there you go. Climb to glory. No le mi tengre. Nope, not in Kansas anymore. That's for dang sure. It's crazy, man. It is absolutely crazy. Yeah. about the UPS plane crash in Kentucky. I didn't even know that happened. New York City doesn't care about 9/11. The people that left New York City, maybe, but not the people that live there. The people that live there now is, unless they're, I can't speak for everybody there, don't get me wrong, but the majority probably don't even care about 9/11. Slower? Who the hell is slower? I don't even know what that is. Slower? Yeah, I'm glad I'm not part of it. Haro Ryder, did you change your name? Weren't you something else before? Like a different name on here? Well, I'm trying to look better. Uh, I weighed in yesterday and the doc was like, man, you did really good. Your blood pressure's great. Your weight's looking good. You're looking really strong and stuff now. Keep it up. And he said, if we get to a spot where we start to slow down, we'll fix it. But he said, I think you and your wife are just doing amazing. Just keep doing it. And yeah, my blood pressure was 120/70. Yeah, 120/70 yesterday. Was the Republican runner for New York City mayor. Man, I wish they would have got a Republican. But you know what? People in cities like that, people in big liberal cities like that, they don't care about. At the end of the day, it does. They don't care about the services and stuff that you have to provide them, or the when it comes to, not that they don't care about it honorary stuff like this is what you did to stop crime on the streets. This is what you did to serve your country and put your life on the line and stuff like that. Very few of them actually care about that anymore. They want to know what type of social programs you can get them in and how you can financially help them. That's what they're most concerned with, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, the free shit wins. That's exactly who it is. But that's in these liberal areas, not in the independent slash conservative areas. It's not as easy that way. The country got divided, which it's been divided, and it's getting even worse. You know, it's just look at Dearborn. I actually want to just drive to Dearborn and just drive around and see what it looks like there. People are like, it doesn't look nowhere near the same. Yeah. Well, it hasn't been Muslim as in leadership for many decades. There's been a lot of Muslim or predominantly Muslim areas, yes, but not led areas. So that's what I mean by that. You got to understand that meaning. What's up, Paul? U-Haul. U-Hauls will be hard to find, yeah. Now it's the best time to invest in U-Haul stock. Start flying south like the birds, but not come back. Yeah, but then everybody down south is like, "Hey, you guys stop coming here and bringing your bullshit." I remember when Tennessee started to get filled up, people there were complaining so much, like, "Why are all these people coming here? Stop coming here. You're clogging up our roads. You're making everything more expensive." Yeah, I remember that. No more Macy's parade or New Year's ball drops. Abbott is wrong here in Texas. When you flee your area, if you're not bringing your business, you're not going to have a good time here. Or isn't wrong here. Yeah, you're right. I believe that should be a thing. Appreciate that, Paulie. Good technique. I'm just I'm trying to get some volume in. Losing too much weight too fast. I'm really trying to tap into the testosterone use for lean muscle building, and I'm not trying to lift super heavy. Just volume and just getting it as wide as possible to take up for the loose skin. Property tax payments equal a car payment. When people say they want to tax the rich, they don't realize it's a parasite that will tax them too. Exactly. Because what happens when you tax the rich and you cost more money for them? They turn around and tax you more to make up for the money that they're losing. It's a vicious cycle. But then they end up spending more and they end up taxing you more. That's why this whole thing with the insurance companies and the government shutdown and how they're trying to BS us and tell us that, oh, it's the Democrats, oh, it's the Republicans, oh, it's this. No, it's not. It's the freaking, it's not even all the Democrats. It's the Democrats that have the contracts with the insurance companies and the credits being run out. It's those Democrats. It's not all of them. It is literally the Democrats that have their hand in the pockets of the insurance companies. Their tax credits are going to run out. Insurance prices are going to go through the roof. When they go through the roof, there's going to be a lot of people that drop their premiums and just go ahead and pay the fine. The insurance companies are going to lose millions, if not billions of dollars. And they're going to look at their Democratic friends and be like, what the hell? You didn't get these tax credits extended. The government was paying the other half of what these people owed on the insurance, backdoor wise. And now that money's not there anymore. So guess what? We're not funding your reelection. When they don't get their reelection funded, guess what happens? We get new people. Probably dirty people, but we get new people. Car question. They funnel money to pay for this, and it ends up back in their pockets. That's 1,000% how they do it. You think they're stupid? They know how to get their money back. They don't care about you're taxing them at a higher rate. There's nothing put in play that stops the consumer from getting nailed because of what the government says the rich should do, or the socialists think the rich should be taxed more. They're going to find a way to get it back. How do you think they've made the money that they've made? It's not by being honest. For the most part. Costa Rica is starting to look very tempting to live. I know somebody had moved down there. Or no, maybe it wasn't Costa Rica. Maybe it was Costa Rica. He owned a tree. He owned a tree cutting company with like 7 or 8 trucks. Back when I was in Ottawa, Illinois, and I worked out at the Rush truck dealership out there. I met the guy, and he said, yeah, he brought one of his tree trucks in to have it serviced. I was servicing his truck. And he said, yeah, I'm about to turn the business over to my boys. Let them run the business. But he says, we're moving out to Costa Rica. We found a piece of property out there. It's something like 15, 20 acres of land. I pay a flat fee for it. I don't pay any taxes and stuff on top of it. Once it's paid for, it's paid for. And they don't come back and tax you every year because it's yours. And you actually get certification and everything stating that land is yours. And that the taxes are, the payments paid on it. He said, I'm going to build a house for me and my wife right on that, and we're going to live happily ever after and not have to deal with this crap anymore. And he actually did that. He moved out there. He built a house on this land. He paid for the land, no problem. And they're living out in Costa Rica. And he took the company and turned it over to his kids here, and they're running the company. Yeah. I don't know. I wish better for everybody, but I think at this point, they're going to continue doing what they need to do. They're going to continue putting people in place that needs to be put in place. What we need to be very, very careful of is if we start having an influx, like a huge influx of foreigners from other countries coming here to live here, because if that's the case, we need to watch New York City, we need to watch Chicago, we need to watch Michigan. Those 3 places are major. and what is it, like Minnesota or something? I don't know if it's Minnesota or not Montana. Probably Minnesota, or is it Oregon? It's either Minnesota or Oregon. We need to watch those four places. Once an influx in foreigners from the Middle East start moving into these areas, that's it. Once we see this trend, something's happening. And everybody needs to be very aware. Very, very, very aware. I mean, I am now, but it's bad. I just got done smoking 16 pounds and I cut it up this morning. I got another 16, 17 pounds in there right now. I gotta pull it out, get it ready. I got about, let's see how much time I got left on here. I got about 8 minutes left on here before I'm gonna clock out, head in the house, get the little one to escuela. If you want, I'll make them for you. I mean, if you're willing to donate the money towards the cause, I'll make them for you and I'll give them to you. 2 large 16-pound or 2 large like 8-pound butts are about $24-25 at Costco, and I get the big ones from there because they pull the bone out of it and you don't have to worry about the bone. So either you get it sliced, which sliced pork butt is so much more flavorful with that honey barbecue than the shredded pork, or you get the shredded pork. Either way, they're both good, or you get 1 and 1. It's up to you. But I don't want to sell it per se, but I'll take the donation for it for sure. The mosque in Bridgeview in the 90s rang the bell for immigration. Oh yeah. Flyboy, what's up, man? Good morning. I get why people are upset. It feels like common sense lost again. Abbott isn't perfect, but at least he stands firm and gets things done. New York City keeps voting for the chaos and wonder why nothing changes. The baby already in school? No, I have a 13-year-old. The 13-year-old's in school. The baby is not in school. Yeah, it's $2.49 a pound at Costco, so I go there and get it there. Or I can find it sometimes locally for $2 a pound, but they're not as big. Oh no, I'm already having hell, man. I'm already having hell. The stuff that I catch this girl doing and stuff. I mean, even though she's raised she's the most precious, girl ever. She's super smart, intelligent, artsy. She's athletic, but the stuff that I catch her saying, and the attitude and the sassiness and the talking back, now all of a sudden out of nowhere they say when children start doing that, a lot of people say that BS term, well, the parents didn't raise them right. This girl's been raised to the T right. I mean, in church service throughout the week, church service on the weekends, she has been raised with the utmost respect to give to other adults. It doesn't have anything to do with they're not raised right. It has everything to do with internally what they're interested in. And she's a very good storyteller. She has a very, very good imagination. So that really makes her mind wander, because she loves reading and writing stories. And the more she reads and writes, the more her mind wanders, because she's trying to create her own stories in her head. Well, sometimes that spills out in her life. And I have to remind her, reality is here. Not in those books that you read or the stories you create in your head. Reality is here in front of us. This is reality. She's 13 years old, she's a kid, so it is what it is, I just run with it. She's still a good kid, but I'm starting to see all the stuff everybody else talked about, what to be careful for, is happening right now. What do you mean, what to be careful for? Explain that a little bit. What do you mean? Give me some context on that. Oh, yeah, yeah. My GI Bill and 2 scholarships, boxing and cross country running, studying. Nice. Um, yeah, 13 is a tough age to deal with. Hormones do drive them crazy, that's for sure. 2 boys, lucky me, 21 and 23, both in union jobs. Wonderful. That's great, man. They got lucky then. What to be careful for? Age of 13. It's just everything, man. They're so curious. They want to be in everything. They want to read everything. They want to watch everything. They want to go on social media and just social media can take these kids so many different ways. Like my Ford Boss Me YouTube, or not YouTube, but my Facebook group. I just had something pop up the other day, yesterday, the day before actually, and it said the new AI bot has now been activated on your group. So now this AI bot is supposed to be doing something that I wouldn't have done before, or monitoring that I wouldn't have done before, and I didn't even know it was going to happen. Like there were warnings there, but I wasn't reading every single one of the warnings that it was going to get turned on. And then it got turned on, and I was like, "What the heck is this? AI bot in the Facebook groups now, the private groups? The hell is that?" So, good morning, famous. No, what do you think of the New York Istian? Yeah, I'll just save my comments for that. Making very strong comments about political officials or specific people lately has gotten me in trouble. It's gotten me slapped pretty hard over the last few months. So the things I want to say, I can't say. I have to say them in general terms, and then you guys have to try to figure out what I'm talking about, which most of you get it, because I've gotten in trouble a few times, not only here, but also on TikTok as well. And I had my account kind of silenced for almost a month before they opened it back up and started letting me get the views back again. So I need to really watch what I say. So I'm just out here pumping iron. God. Where are we at time-wise? Time-wise, I'm heading in. I've got to start heading in. Got to start heading in. I just wanted to say good morning to you guys and get a quick workout in before I left. Oh, that one ran out of fuel, so that's why that one shut off. And go ahead and kick this one off. I used to start car talk while on road trips. We wouldn't talk about life. Things not taught in school. Yeah, same. Man, I'm not gonna lie. At 12, 13 years old, man, I was trying to find a JCPenney catalog so I could find a woman in the section where they were in their bra and panties. And I ain't want no skinny girls. I wanted to look at the girls with some meat on their bones. 12, 13 years old, I'm sitting there looking at the JCPenney catalog like, ooh, look at that. She got some big boobs. Ooh, she got a big butt. Ooh, she's pretty. Ooh, I like that. So I'm not mad at her for being a curious 13-year-old. She's gonna do the same stuff that I did and you guys did and mom did, and just gotta try to stay with them and explain things and just be the best parent that you can and not make them feel ashamed for what their hormones and stuff are telling them to do, and just explain what these things are and why they're feeling this way, and that it's okay. You can come ask questions even though it sometimes is uncomfortable, or we'll find one of our family friends that we have that have daughters that are 17, 18, 19 years old that can maybe make you explain things. Uh, you know, maybe can explain things to you that me and mom can't, or that you don't want to hear from us, that we trust, all their family friends that have daughters that we trust to explain things to you. So it's getting mad at them for stuff that's normal stuff that we did it's kind of it's silly. I think we did that. Mine was Sears. Yeah. My mom's had that J.C. Penney and Sears catalog. Exactly. I'd try to look at the ladies' lingerie section in there, and I'd be like, ooh, 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 ooh. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, yeah, look at that. I didn't know what I was doing at first, of course, but, I'm not mad at her. But got to stay with it, Got to, like you guys are saying, got to stay on top of it and explain things, or else it will snowball and get out of control. Especially like this new AI stuff. I found out that you can go on AI stories and you can pick a specific topic of a novel, and then while you're reading that novel through the AI, through the computer screen, it will ask you questions to try to gear the novel on where you want it to go. And all you got to be is like 14 years old on some of these things, which the children lie about their age anyway to create their social media accounts. And next thing you know, this romantic thing where this girl's always wanted Prince Charming shows up, and 6 chapters later, they're talking about, how does that feel? Do you feel that? Does that feel good? And the person on the other end has to answer questions to figure out, do you want the story to keep going that way, or does it need to go the other way? It's very disgusting how this new AI storytelling stuff and asking you questions on how to gear the story and which way it's supposed to go. It's disgusting. That's the stuff I'm worried about. And now AI is writing these kids stories and stuff for school, their homework assignments. They got to have new AI programs that can detect whether or not a child has copywritten or had AI write their stories. Anyhow. What did M say? M said I graduated to hustler. You son of a gun. You lucky dog. I wish. Give me keys.
Keys.
And wallet.
And wallet. Where's your wallet?
I'll come. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off of here. Daughter came to get me. She says, let's go. So I got to go. I'll catch y'all later. Catch you in a little bit. Maybe this afternoon. I'll come out and work out again or something, or get some project going on. But I appreciate y'all. Have a great day. And Chi-Town Buster, let me know, man. Just again, shoot me another email. I think you emailed me, right? Yeah. Shoot me another email, and I'll exchange numbers with you, and then we can go from there. I'll talk to y'all later. Be blessed. Have a great day. Love y'all.